version, and I'm not necessarily doing a Spanish version of this today, but as you can see, if I was, I can still use the, I know how to speak about it, okay? But you can do this with your own Spanish version of this. So we have two tarjetas, uno and dos, verde y rojo, yes? And the question is, what is the difference between these two cards? What is the difference? Now, some people will look at those cards and say, there is no difference. Others will say that the red is bigger or the green is bigger. Okay? But if after they say that, I then say, oh, what about this? Abracadabra. And by the way, there is a restaurant here in Tralee called Abracababra, but that's not what I was saying. Anyway, now which one is bigger? You see? Can you say that there's no difference at all? And if someone will say there is no difference, I will simply say, really? Are you color blind? There's no difference at all? And so we can have a bit of fun with it with that. The next thing I would say, now, when is the last time you had your eyes tested? Because these are exactly the same size. When's the last time you had your eyes tested? And they might say, oh, it's been a long time. I said, no, just a few minutes ago, you had your eyes tested right here on the street. Okay? So, having said that, do you value your eyes? Do you value your eyes? Now, of course, people will say, I do value my eyes. Okay, would you sell one of your eyes for any amount of money? Let's say, let's put a price on your eye. How much would you sell for one eye? Now, you know, in some countries, they can take out your eye and a surgeon could switch it for a fake eye. I mean, who knows what people are capable of these days. But if they could do that for $1 million or €1 million, would you be willing to sell one of your eyes? And if so, what price would you place upon it? And I think most people would say, I wouldn't sell my eye for anything. But if the price is right, and that's a TV show as well, if the price is right, people are willing to do anything. But they're not going to sell both of their eyes no matter what. Okay? Now, if you value your eye higher than anything else, then I have a further question for you, and that is this. If you value your eyes, have you ever heard of the expression, the eyes are the windows of the soul? And if the person will say, well, yeah, I've heard that before, I will say, yes, well then, if that's true, then I have a question for you. How much value do you place upon the soul? Now, we've brought up a spiritual term. And if they said, well, I value my soul very highly, then I will ask them, if that's true, then I'd like to ask, how much time or thought have you given to the question of what happens to you when you die? And if they would say, I haven't really given it much thought, then I would say, see, you don't value it as much as you said. So then I'm going to launch into sharing the gospel with that person about the need for their soul to be taken care of at the moment when they die, and also before they die, to be prepared in advance. Okay?